We all know Elon Musk built Tesla, Jeff Bezos built Amazon, Steve Jobs built Apple. But then when you have people like Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett, or Sam Altman, they are multi billionaires, capital B, but no one really know much about them. Why is this? There's this thing called boring businesses. You don't always have to be in this new AI revolution or be part of the dot-com bubble. There's ways to make serious generational wealth. Sometimes it's not about building the next flashy thing, but building something people actually want. The reason I'm making this video is because I was on my lunch break and there's this van that always comes to my work where they just sell literally sandwiches, bagels, dessert, some cakes, and some brownies. And I was like, me being me, how much has this company actually made? So I searched it up on Company House. Thank God for the UK. We have a platform called Company House where every company has to file the financial history. So that's what I did. The company is literally called Dorrington's. So I'm reading their annual report on financial statement for 2024. Let me just read the review of the business. Dorrington Limited is a family-run bakery business that was established in 1919. The bakery and head office remains at the original site in Sawbridge, Hertford. The business has increased to 16 retail shops from Harlow to Cambridge, 6 mobile snack vans, and ever-increasing online sales with direct deliveries. Let me break this down. As I said, this company is literally like a family-grown bakery that's been around from 1919. So this is a solid business that was able to survive the dot-com boom, C19, I don't want to say it, but you know what happened a couple years ago. And even like this whole AI boom is still currently doing good. So let's break this down. You guys are gonna laugh. They did 10 million in turnover. 10 million in turnover. And all they do is just have little vans that go to different work sites and sell food for lunches. 20 employees. This is someone who just made 10 million per year while you're trying to do the next AI or to be the next Elon Musk. When there's other small businesses you can literally do right now and make generational wealth, or start your journey of making generational wealth. I'm not saying you guys shouldn't chase their unicorn businesses or raise money from VCs to become the best version of yourself. What I'm trying to say is that there are people out here making serious wealth and there's no competition for them. You're never gonna get a young 25-year-old or a young 28-year-old starting this mobile bakery. You're never gonna do that. Everyone's trying to do the next big things, like the next AI tech startup, the next robotic startup. So now think of it like this. These guys have a lot less competition. Every company will need it. All 3 billionaires had one thing in common. They were humble. They took away their ego, their pride, and they just went for what they believe to make money with low resistance. So if you have no ego, you're patient and you're consistent, it is probably a better opportunity for you guys to go to. The reason I'm even able to give you guys this advice is because I have a community called Wellington, and Wellington is such a beautiful community full of real entrepreneurs, not these YouTube gurus. It's for people who are doing at least 500k ARR or who have raised at least 1 million per year. The link is in the description. You can apply for the community. It's a very hard community to join because it's for vetted people. But in that community, you can have conversation with people who have created boring businesses, but who are successful, or people who are trying to get that unicorn businesses, or who have made a unicorn business, but who are successful. Then you'll be able to understand the pros and cons. It's not really for people who don't have a business, it's for people who are currently running a successful business. So if that's you, I would advise you to click the link in the description and apply for the community. Have you ever heard about China Stocktown? It's a little town in China that literally manufacture majority of the socks produced in the world. Even probably the socks you're wearing right now. You wouldn't see these founders on Forbes 30 under 30. You probably don't even know who they are. They're probably not doing any PR stunts. But they're making billions of dollars revenue per year. Because who do you know who ever start a suck company or will try to compete in this industry? People don't do stuff like that because people are trying to go for this flashy thing. And this is what I'm trying to let you guys know is that there's so much opportunity in this life. You don't need to go for the flashy business. You don't need to do that. You go for a business model that just for your local community, and you can start there and then scale it later. That's how Walmart started. Started by having one store in a very rural area. He did well, made customers happy, managed his balance sheet extremely well. He was able to scale. And the main thing is that he was extremely dedicated to his craft. He cared so much about supermarket. He just wanted to become the best supermarket ever. So that's all you need to do. And if you're currently running a boring business, what can you do? Or what are you doing now that isn't moving the needle? What are you currently doing if you're running an AI company or a unicorn right now that is just not important for you to scale? So if you're wondering, what could I do that is a boring business? You probably don't know what a boring business is. It's just anything that isn't sexy. So for example, paper towels, socks, phone cases, portable toilets, vending machine kind of. But these are just stuff where it's AI proof. These are stuff that isn't trendy but have longevity. Remember, to build a legacy business, you need a lot of longevity. So all you people are trying to trend hack, I don't believe that's the best way to make a sustainable business. All you need is economy of scale. You don't know what economy of scale is. I'm not going to spend time to explain what it is. However, you can use ChatGPT, Perplexity, and search it up. But that's very important when you're creating a boring business. I play a lot of golf, especially around Essex. And all my days, everyone in Essex has a boring business. They either have a fire alarm business, construction business, patio business, plastic business, recycling bin business, and they're all doing good. They all have that lifestyle business that you want. They would spend time with the kids and the wife. They're probably paying themselves 300 to 400k per year, and they're able to go on a couple holidays a year. And at the same time, they're able to scale it at a decent pace. This is why I love people in Essex in the UK, because they're not here for the flashy stuff. That if people ask you a party, what do? You probably wouldn't tell them. But they're the same people who can pay to host a party like that full of multi-millionaires. You know, the U-Haul company in America started in 1985, 1945. It's now a unicorn, it's worth over $1 billion. Who ever thought transporting people's goods in a small lorry could be a £1 billion company? What? That's crazy. That's actually absurd. Yes, it would take time like Dorrington's, but you're able to make generational money easily. You're probably thinking, if this is such a good idea, why is no one really promoting this? It's because everyone online is trying to sell you a get rich quick method. All these influencers are saying, how to get rich in 5 days, how to get rich in 20 days. Like, guys, come on, what are we talking about here? There is no such thing as getting rich fast. Like, get into your head, you can't get rich fast, it's impossible. No one's an overnight success. That's not how life is about. Everyone took the time to do it. We went from listening to people like Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett, to listen to people who are promoting gambling. People who are saying that, hey, for my £10,000 course, you can make money in 10 days. What are we doing now? Like, what are we doing? This word is crazy. One thing to pay attention for as well, these influencers, they always talk about how much they made, but majority of it is just revenue. And most of our revenue is probably has like a 10% or 50% profit margin because they spend all that money on ads, sorry. Compared to a boring business when you don't have many employees, or even if you do, your profit margin is just a lot higher. Every boring business I've ever studied, the profit margin is high. They have cash flow and they have zero debt. That's why they're always successful. Do me one favor, look at the S&P 500. Why are 80% of these companies boring businesses? Why? And why have all of them been on S&P 500 for 10, 20, 40, 50 years? Like, come on. Let me leave you guys with a little takeaway. All these businesses, boring businesses, they have 5 main things in common. No recognition, low competition, simple operation, steady demand, and no resilience on social media or hype cycle. As I said, you guys are building on boring businesses, or you guys are building any type of business that is successful, that's doing at least 500k ARR. Click my link in the description, join my community, and you're able to speak to real entrepreneurs. You're not going to be learning by yourself building this business, and you're going to be able to understand the mindset of these killers. YouTube algorithm is extremely good. So the next video they've suggested right here, I'd advise you to click.